tell you. Oh no. So remember in the last video when I was like, why is everything just falling in place? I'm a little bit suspicious about how well everything's working out. Well, the tables have turned. Tides have changed. Because things are no longer macaroni in the pot. I'm stressed. I'm very much feeling the whole moving / buying a house is one of the most stressful things that you'll ever do. It feels like I'm always internally screaming, but like it never fully reaches that threshold where I'm gonna like outwardly just have an episode. So, you know, I'll just give you like one like small example of like what I'm dealing with currently. It's just like the list goes on, and this isn't like the me complain about my whole entire life channel. Well, kind of is, I don't know. But so when I got my inspection for the house, there was a problem with the garage door, like the sensor that tells the door to stop, like, you know, if there's something in the way, like a person, a dog, it's a safety hazard. So the previous owner was required to fix that. And how they resolved this, because those people had moved to California already, was just cutting me a check to the specific garage door company that I would pick up at the closing, and then make an appointment with that garage door company to get the issue resolved. So the garage door guy comes, he installs a new mechanism, and he won't plug in the garage door opener thingy because he says that the previous owner had done some electrical work themselves. In his own words, he said they had Mickey Moused the situation. And like, of course, like he goes into explaining like all of this stuff. I don't know the logistics of it, because as soon as he said Mickey Mouse, my brain just went, so I have no idea what's going on. All I know is it's a safety concern, and he said that it could cause a house fire, and it's very dangerous. So I had to call an electrician in there. It's a whole expensive thing, and yeah, it's just like situation like that, like situation after situation where it's like I think I'm crossing one thing off my to-do list, and then 5 more pop up. And that really wouldn't be a problem, except for like it seems like every other little aspect of my life is finding ways to make me stressed. You know, so it's like everything at once, just like a stress avalanche. Like I'm just imagining like this big hill of snow, me like standing at the bottom, and then I scream, I'm like, I'm so happy, and then the avalanche is like, we'll see about that. I'm just feeling a lot of stress. And I feel it in my stomach, just like tightness in my stomach. And I know what it is because I live the life of high anxiety. And it's not pleasant. And you know what I typically do when I feel this stressed feeling, like this pit in my stomach, I want to binge. I'm pretty sure like stress is like the major reason why I binge. We're trying right now to interrupt that behavior. So instead of spiraling down that path, we're gonna make some pizza and we're gonna fucking chill. Now let me put on some pants. Let me put on my bear suit. By the way, I posted on Instagram, I don't know, it kind of looked like a Snuggie. I think it was called like a comfy, and it looked like an actual bear suit. And I was like, trying not to buy this right now. And the amount of people that tried to encourage me to buy it, that was a test and you guys did not pass. You cannot be trusted as my financial advisors. I haven't even touched, well, besides like me caressing them right now, any of my New Year's resolution books. Haven't cracked a single one open. By the way, shout out to Jamie Lynn and Mary. That's my coworker's cousins. And I think it's just so funny because they tell him things to tell me. I don't think they live in Colorado. I think they live somewhere else. But I think that that's hilarious that you guys are finding ways to like send me messages. I think it was Jamie Lynn told me to start with Atomic Habits. And that's the one I will start with whenever I decide to read. But like reading for me is like a whole ordeal because I have to read in the bathtub. I can't just like sit down on the couch and read. I have to be like submerged in water. College was a really weird time. Anytime I studied, just constantly in the bath, because otherwise my attention is just not it. That's baby me in like a little sailor outfit. For those of you who were asking, Chetty is coming with me to the new house. I just purchased him like a little cat tree moment, and that should be fun. Bye. Au revoir, Chettles. You son of a bitch. Stay. So we are at the local Walmart to get supplies to make Fathead pizza dough. This recipe has been basically like shoved down my throat by the YouTube algorithm, really across like the algorithm on like all social media platforms, Instagram, YouTube, Those are the only two I use. It's been everywhere, so it makes sense that my weak willpower would be here making it. When I first came across Fathead pizza dough, I was like, I hate that name, Fathead. That sounds like an insult a grade school bully would just tell you, and then it would somehow just stick with you, and you'd have like this whole complex about the size of your head into adulthood. Because like, you know, if someone calls you fat, like it's just like a generic one-off, as opposed to like Fathead, that's a specific body part. If someone were to call you like fat elbows, you'd be like, oh my God, do I have fat elbows? You would question it. You'd start comparing your elbows to everybody else's elbows. It sounds like that. But we want something indulgent. We want pizza, but we're still doing keto. We're still trying to be on that grind. So we're gonna try Fathead pizza dough. Sorry, that was such a long way of explaining why I'm doing something that you don't care about. Anyway, we're gonna do it. So let's just hurry up, get in, get out of that grocery store. You know what I'm saying? Pick it up what I'm putting down. We had to pull off on the side road because the sock is literally non-existent in the abyss of my shoe. Okay, not gonna lie, I laid down for about like 45 minutes when I got home because I procrastinate, and that's what I do. And I have this pain in my upper left lasagna that just will not quit. Are we concerned? A little bit. Are we going to press through and ignore the pain? Probably. We got all of our ingredients here, so eloquently splayed out. We got the Raos. Damn it, it's 3 letters and it is a doozy. We've got this pizza sauce. It only has 3 grams of carbs per serving, so I feel like it's okay because we really haven't had that many carbs today. But the actual crust stuff is just 4 ingredients. 1 egg, cream cheese, full fat mozzarella, super fine almond flour. We're gonna top our pizza with artichoke hearts because I'm a little weirdo and that's what I like. Typically artichoke heart and pineapple, but we're foregoing the pineapple today. Oh, I should probably put up my hair. What's worse than a fat head? A hairy fat head. Am I right, ladies? Preheat oven to 425. I don't know what kind of dyslexia that was, but there was not even a 7 in sight. I bought parchment paper for something that I never used it for. Where do you suppose it is? Oh, you? She's beauty and she's grace. Oh yeah. Ooh. Oh my goodness, what is going on with her? So far we're only in step 1. My God. I will never understand how I have an audience because I frustrate myself. Okay, while you're preheating in a medium-sized bowl, add the cream cheese and 1.5 cups of the mozzarella. Cream cheese. How much cream cheese? 2 tablespoons or 28 grams of cream cheese. And then on the package, this is in ounces. Can we just pick one? Have you guys all seen the movie Julie and Julia? That movie about Julia Childs and that lady that followed her recipe book. Meryl Streep played Julia Child as like this tall woman that goes, oh, and like moves around like this a lot. And I wonder if actual Julia Child was like that. Because I was watching it the other day with my mom and she just pointed out, she's like, why is she doing so much? Why is she doing the most right now? I was like, huh, you know what? I never noticed that, but you're right. Like when they would have Julia Child like look over someone's shoulder or like learn something, she'd always be like, oh, like looking at things like this. Like, I don't know what was up with that. Does anyone, was Julia Child actually like that? Or is Meryl Streep just very extra. Wait a minute, why did this just change from 28 to 46? Ah! We're gonna have to redo it. Come on kids, get out of the pool. Back in there. Now we're too short. I don't understand what's happening. We're gonna go with it because no one knows what's happening right now. Okay, how much mozzarella? 280 grams. Don't breathe. Microwave for 20 to 45 seconds. Seems like it's gonna be a bad idea, but here we go. It smells good. Cream cheese always smells good. Microwave again for 45 seconds. This is what she looks like now. 100 grams stuffings. Wunderbar. Nope. We're gonna have to do it two-handed, like an amateur chef. Guy Fieri. I'm just kidding. No one cover me. You can do it, I believe in you. But it's not looking well. We always have trouble with pizza dough. Hold on, we're gonna move to a fork. Oh no, oh no, no. Oh no. Oh my God, she's about as cooperative as any time that anyone's ever tried to make me do the wave at a sporting event. It's not gonna freaking happen. I hate the wave. I hate participation in things like that. Me and this dough have a lot in common. Conform! Melinda! I named her Melinda. Oh, look at that. Fun fact about me, my first job was at Domino's. My boss didn't like the way that I spreaded the dough. Look at me now. Now we're supposed to poke a bunch of little holes in it. Now we bake this bad boy for 10 minutes. How's this angle for you? Back in the oven 5 minutes. And work. I was supposed to be just getting the thumbnail, but things escalated. Why does it taste like real pizza though? This is so good. What the hell? If I know one thing about specific diets, it's that if there's a restriction on something, people are gonna rack their brains. They're gonna pull out all the stops. They're gonna become like little alchemists to make a version of that food that's like, you know, off limits on that diet. And most of them don't hit the mark. This hits the mark. What the hell? I'm like genuinely speechless. Also, if you're sleeping on artichokes, they have a lot of fiber in them. So, you know, very good for you. Get your fiber. Been dancing in my room, slapping my feet. I will say this is pretty exceptionally heavy. Like I could only eat 2 pieces and I feel very full right now. Like I thought going into this, like I could cash this whole thing. Not the case, however, so that's good. I think like something that really helps me de-stress is just like being silly, goofing around. I've been like looking for answers in a lot of different places, like namely like horoscopes and astrology and anything, you know, like typical girly things. And I learned about something called a Saturn's return that happens around your 29th birthday. And I'm gonna be turning 29 on January 31st. So I was like, I wonder when my Saturn's return is. And so I looked it up on the internet and it said that it was like around this time, like it'll come in like full swing in March. And I was like, how fitting, you know, I'm doing a lot of grown-up things, and that's what it's supposed to symbolize. Wherever Saturn was when you were born, it takes about like 28 and a half, 29 years to get back in that same position. Just so happens that my Saturn return is happening like right now. So I thought that that was interesting. I don't know too much about it. I researched it a little bit, but then like, I don't know, I go off on all these research tangents, to be honest. Like I'll be looking at astrology one second, and then it will be researching different kinds of wallpaper, or, you know, it's just random. And I don't feel like I ever fully get the entire scope of something before I'm into something different. But anyways, I just thought that that was interesting. Also, Mercury is in retrograde. Me just coming at you with all this astrology. But anyways, guys, I want to thank you so much for watching. If you want to support the struggle, you can go ahead and subscribe, hit that notification bell, maybe caress that like button a little bit, show it some love. It's lonely in quarantine. And I'll see you on the next one. Bye! Bon appetit!